Starting right now on ABC's This Week. Hillary's Choice.
I'm going to decide when it feels right for me to decide, because...
Still by the end of this year?
Her biggest hints yet on 2016. New answers from Diane Sawyer's exclusive interview. Plus, our new poll reveals Hillary's biggest weakness. Firing back.
We still get an American soldier back, period. Full stop.
The president defends his deal to free Bo Bergdahl. As outrage grows, brand new details from our global team at Guantanamo Bay and in Qatar, where the freed Taliban prisoners now live in luxury. Plus, World Cup windup.
World champions at last.
We're live in Brazil as a global celebration 4 years in the making kicks off. From ABC News, This Week with George Stephanopoulos begins now.
Good morning. It's been a packed week in politics, and we begin with Hillary Clinton. As she's set to barnstorm the country for her new memoir, Hard Choices, we have a first look at more of her exclusive interview with Diane Sawyer and our brand new ABC News Washington Post poll. That poll shows Clinton has a commanding lead for the Democratic nomination. 7 in 10 Democrats want her to be their candidate. And her time as Secretary of State has boosted her standing with the broader public. 67% of Americans think she's a strong leader. 60% say she's honest and trustworthy, and 59% believe she has new ideas for the country's future. Of course, the top political question right now, Hillary's personal future.
When are you going to decide whether you're running for president?
You know, I'm going to decide when it feels right for me to decide, because...
Still by the end of this year?
Well, you know, certainly not before then. I just want to kind of get through this year, travel around the country, sign books, help in the midterm elections in the fall, and then take a deep breath and kind of go through my pluses and minuses about what I will and will not be thinking about as I make the decision. I will be on the way to making a decision by the end of the year, yes.
But probably not announced until next year?
I'm not positive about that, but I think, you know, the way I make decisions, that's probably likely.
I know it's a personal decision, but if you can do that, if you can do it, you see the path and can do it, do you have to do it?
I have to make the decision that's right for me and the country.
But
and
is the party frozen
in
place waiting for you to make it?
I mean, no. People can do whatever they choose to do on whatever timetable they decide.
But are they disadvantaged waiting for you, looking in your eyes every day?
No, I mean, Bill Clinton started running for president officially in like September or October of 1991. So no, I just don't think that that's a real concern. People will do what they think is best for them, and whether they choose to seek the presidency or not is very personal for everybody.
And ultimately, it has to be for you, too.
Right, absolutely.
While Clinton considers her final decision, it seems like the campaign has already begun, with questions about her age and health raised by top Republicans like Karl Rove.
You would not be human and not have a serious brain injury like this was, and take it into consideration if you're thinking about going and doing what she might do.
How is your health?
It's very good, thank you.
How serious was it?
It was, it was I think, a serious concussion.
The clot, in addition, if the clot had dislodged?
Well, can I tell you, that was the scary point.
You had trouble with vision
because of the force of the fall. I had double vision for a short period of time, and I had some dizziness.
So no lingering effects.
No lingering effects
of any kind.
No.
You would release your medical records if you ran for president.
I would do what other candidates have done. Absolutely.
Okay. And what would you like to say to Karl Rove about your brain?
That I know he was called Bush's brain in one of the books written about him, and I wish him well.
Age.
Age, yes. Isn't it great to be our age?
Mitch McConnell said at one point, 2016 will be the return of the Golden Girls.
That was a very popular, long-running TV series.
There will also be scrutiny of Clinton's record, especially the last 4 years as Secretary of State. No surprise, it is polarizing. Our new poll shows that 90% of Democrats think she's done a good job, only 27% of Republicans. And there is bipartisan concern about how she handled the Benghazi attacks that killed 4 Americans. Only 37% approve of that.
13 hearings, as you pointed out, 25,000 documents turned over. There's going to be another hearing in the House. Are you going to testify?
Well, that's going to be up to the people running the hearing. I'm not going to, say one way or the other.
If they ask you,
well,
you'll go?
we'll see what they decide to do, how they conduct themselves, whether or not this is, one more travesty about the loss of 4 Americans, or whether this is, in the best tradition of the Congress, an effort to try to figure out what we can do better.
And you can watch Diane's entire interview, a 1-hour primetime special with every question on the table, right here on ABC tomorrow at 9 Eastern.